Giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem, Al-Shai, Bashem, Akakudah, Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of you elect out there. Shalom to you all. Anyway, this is going to be a super quick video. Let's see where the Spirit takes me. And I'm going to entitle this video, Trump to Fulfill Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. Now I'm going to go to the precept. I don't know if you're familiar with this precept. Okay. I don't see Biden being president. The other day he was in Europe at this the D-Day gathering, summit, whatever you want to call it. And he stood up there and they caught it on camera. He, did a number 2 up on stage. He crouched down and did a number 2 on the stage, and that's trending right now. You can look for it. I'm not going to show you the article, but you can look for it. And he's been doing this for a while. He'll just he feel the need to go, and he goes. So I don't believe he's going to be the next president. I strongly believe that Trump will be the next president, but we'll see. We'll see what the elite have to say. The ultimate decision comes from the elite anyway. I mean, they can turn around and make Barney the purple dinosaur the president, and you people will accept it because you're a bunch of dummies. So anyway, Revelation 20, verse 4. And I may read this in the NLT as well. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. That's talking about us being in the kingdom. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded, heads chopped off. There's only a couple of ways you can chop somebody's head off, and that's with a sword, with a man swinging a sword down on you, or a guillotine. It's a form of execution. The Apostle Paul was beheaded for the witness of Yahushua. And you don't say Jesus, you say Yahushua. If Kanai is watching this, which that guy he's a special kind of evil. High Priest Arion never told me to say, don't say Yahushua, say Jesus. Never said that. Matter of fact, he never told anybody that. I believe after the split, he did. Anyway, it says, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, which is the beast system, neither his image. The image is not a picture Caesar for you idiots out there, you morons. The image is part of the system. If you're in the military, if you work for the government, if you have any public, public servant, anytime you work for the government, you have to take an oath. I don't know if it's every position. If it's not every position, it's the military, it's the police, it's the judges, it's the presidents, the mayors. They all have to take an oath. Neither had received his mark. Now the word mark is charagma. Charagma is a physical thing. It says upon their foreheads. So they didn't bow down to the beast image. So you men that's in the military, if you Israelite, get out the military. Yeah, but I got 3 more years and I'll get, honorable discharge. Man, you better get your ass out that military, man. Because you are going to be charagma. It says, and they lived and reigned with Yahweh 1,000 years. And that's the kingdom. But it's going beyond 1,000 years. It's going to be an everlasting kingdom. But the first 1,000 years, we're going to enslave all the nations, and we're going to beat the shit out of Esau. And then at the end of the 1,000 years, we're going to gather the Edomites together and completely burn them up, Gehenna style. And the other nations, they're going to be put back into their prospective lands, but they're going to be under the laws. So now, like in other words, Yahweh is going to give us the power under Yahweh Shai to rule, joint heirs. Then we're going to hand it back to Yahweh, but we're still going to be in power. We're not going to lose any power. In other words, the Most High said, okay, I'm going to let you do what you want to do with these people. I'll give you a whole lot of these people so you can beat the hell out of them, kill them, work them to death, bring them back to life, because all Israelites are going to have spiritual power. Any individual that was a citizen of Krypton and came to the earth, they all had spiritual power. It said, and they lived and reigned with Yahweh Shai 1,000 years. The point I wanted to get was, it says, I saw the souls of them that were beheaded. Give me a second. Give me a second. Forgive me, I had a call from the Bishop Shakaran. He always calls me at this time. But anyway, so this is referring to now. Because there was no mark 2,000 years ago. So now let me go to NLT, see what that says. Yeah, I went to the GOCC, them clowns, and I went into one of the main page, a gathering, I think it's called, and I typed in the search engine, I put Mark of the Beast, and it came up a bunch of times, but it came up 10 years ago, 11 years ago, 7 years ago. The most recent, I believe, was 2 years ago. And maybe there was one that was a year ago. I'm not sure, but I remember seeing 10 years ago. So we're talking 10, 11, 12 years ago. They were pushing that. I can't go into the details because I didn't watch the videos. But the last one that they put up there, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was at least a year ago. But it was a couple of them that was 2 years ago. I don't know if they changed the way they taught it from 10, 11, 12 years ago. But if you notice, GMS, we are constantly putting up videos on the MOTB because that's the next major prophecy. So this is in the NLT. It says, so let's see what it says, Revelation 20, verse 4. Then I saw thrones, and people sitting on them had been given the authority to judge. Right. Ye 12 shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Now that's talking about the 144,000, and then the 1/3, and then the rest of the 2/3, and the 2/3 that come back, they're going to come back as judges as well. You're going to come back in a judging position. But the chief judges will be the 12. Then you got the 144,000. And I saw the souls or the spirits of those who had been beheaded for their testimony about Yahushua. So this is not talking about Old Testament only Israelites, Yah Israelites. And for proclaiming the word, which is the scriptures, they had not worshiped the word of the Most High. They had not worshipped the beast, which is the system, or his statue. See, it's a different word right there. It's not an image. So they're not gonna pull out a statue and say, kiss the statue. The statue or the image is talking about their system. Nor accepted his mark on their forehead or their hands. Notice it didn't say right hand, left hand. It said hands. They all came to life again. And they reigned with Yahushua for 1,000 years. So let's come back over here. So this is put up by GMS Dedication. Put up 7 minutes ago. It was just put up. Trump, I didn't even watch the whole video. Trump called for death penalty and the coming persecution. And like I said, I used to say I believe this is Nero. This is Nero. That's Nero. That's Nero. Well, Tahar, we found it's not a prophecy. The Most High didn't come to me and said that's Nero, Tahar. But this points to Nero. He looked like Nero. Nero was a hellraiser. He was a hellraiser, man. And there was when you go to the history of Nero, and I might just do that, go into the history of Nero. I know he became emperor in when he was 16 years old. His stepfather, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was his stepfather, which was married to Nero's mother, she set the guy up to get him killed. I forget if he poisoned him, she poisoned him, or whatever the case may be. I can go into the history. And then, because she wanted to be the emperor, whether she's sitting on the throne or having a son sit on the throne at a young age, and she's whispering in his ear. But Nero wound up killing his mother. Like I said, I'm gonna go back to the history to get it accurate. And he was loved by the people, but then he began to be hated by the people, and ultimately he committed suicide. So now this is him. Now the 34 felony charges, all kind of 2 impeachments. And this guy is he's the #1 Republican. He's the nominee. He's the nominee. They're saying, well, if he gets locked up, he can still be president while he's behind bars. You know this place is Babylon the Great. So anyway, this is a speech that he made. It says, let me just read this. I'm not going to let you hear it, because you know how YouTube get down. Studied if they... Oh, by the way, when you listen from the beginning, he's talking about the J's, and anti-Sem. And basically he's saying, if you have any form of anti-Sem against the J's, you should be put to death. He said, we got to bring back... And then the Democrats and the Republicans, they both have the same love for these people. Remember, you got the eagle. There's two sides of the eagle, the left wing and the right wing. But it's the same eagle. So here we go. So it's talking about the Jays. It says, of those seeking their destruction, we will seek their, that's the peanut gallery in the back. They don't know what's going on. Destruction. Now, when you have crimes like this, talking about anti-Sem, so these people, the Jays, are a special people. He's not saying, well, there's a lot of black youths killing other black youths. If we catch the black youth that kill the other black youth, we're going to put you to death. We're not a special class to them. The special class of people are the Jays. That's why all hell broke loose when this guy, he hasn't even been in the news. The whole thing with the watching the movie from Hebrews and Negroes with I was watching him the other day. Can't think of his name. Damn. Played for the Brooklyn Nets. Help me out, y'all. I'm getting old. But anyway, he watched the movie. He made us I think it was Instagram or Twitter or something. He had made a statement that he's watched the movie and he gave it a thumbs up. It was a good movie. That's all he said. Then they put him. They had the they had the interviews after the game, and these small hats asked him all kind of questions. He just said he saw a movie. It was a pretty good movie, and that was it. So they grilled him. They grilled him to the point where, he had to say, I was wrong, please forgive me. And at the same time, you had Ye, that, he said something, I'm a billionaire, I'm Mensa Musa. He went from being a billionaire to a millionaire. When you go against these people, you got corporations and companies. They don't want to do movies with you. Will Smith know better. He ain't gonna criticize them, because they'll let him get away with smacking the shit out of another Negro. But if you're bad mouthing in any what they believe that you're bad mouthing them in any way, he'll get blacklisted. So this is the special the special what do you call it? Special people, special class of persons. So he's just a puppet. This, whether it's this one or another one or another group, we have to bring back the death penalty. He's saying you got to bring back the death penalty. If you say, if you I'm trying to think of something. Let's say you got a Jay singing on American Idol, and you say, she's not that much of a good singer, and they hear you saying that, guess what? You might get your head chopped off. That's anti-Sem. I picked up this guy and his family to go to the airport some years ago, and he had all his luggage and his children. He had little young children from 2 to 5 or whatever. Humanly impossible to get the luggage in it. Forget about getting the people in it. It was him and his wife and 3 children. And I said, look, I can't fit. And they trying to say, well, try to fit it. I'm like, look, I'm not going to try to fit in and break a window on my motherfucking car. And you can clearly see that it couldn't fit. I can say you can clearly see that I can't fit all this stuff in this car, and you and your children, your wife. And you know what this devil said? He said, I know the real reason why you don't want to do it, because you're anti-Sem. So they're trained, if they think you're looking at them the wrong way, that's anti-Sem. You want to know who's in charge? If you criticize a particular person and they shut you down, then you know who they are. So this clown right here, this devil, he's saying bring back the death penalty. If you bumping them and say, I'm sorry, if they consider it anti-Semitic, guess what? You might get your head chopped off. And then these idiots back here, these Trumpites back here, they're just clapping. This is Hitler all over again. Now Hitler, was voted in as the chancellor, the chief, the head, whatever. It says to pay the ultimate price, to have to pay the ultimate price. They can't do this. They can't do this to our country. We must draw a line in the sand and say very strongly, never Okay, so the brother put, I didn't even know this was in here. So you can listen to it yourself. And that's what that is. That's why I read Revelation 20, 20 verse 4. Now let's say you're not an anti-Semite. Let's say you walk the straight and narrow. But let's say you don't want to see, the micro C hip. Some of us will, they're going to build they probably already have them built. And some of us will be penalized by getting our head chopped off. That's why he said beheaded. So now let me just go here real quick, and I did this in a previous video. All right. Here we go. Vanity Fair. What's the date? This was pretty recent. All right, 2023, February, March, April, May, June. So we're talking about, this was 4 months ago. It says, report, Trump wants to bring back hangings and firing squads in his second term, is thinking about guillotines too. What is a guillotine? That's a guillotine. What does it say in Revelation 20 verse 4? If you don't bow down to the beast and accept this image, and if you don't take the mark, this is what you may get. Revelation 2, was it Revelation 2 verse 9 or 2 verse 10? They're gonna throw some of us into prison for a certain amount of time. Some of y'all be thrown into prison. Oh, the head of the WHO said that they're going to arrest people if they badmouth the H5N2, which is the avian flu. So if you say something like the other thing, you know what I'm talking about. So here it is again, and here we are speaking on this subject, number one subject, because this prophecy, the door's already open. It's not even knocking around the corner. It's not at the door. It's not knocking on the door. It's they're putting the key in the door, and the knob is being turned. And you wondering who the hell is that on the other side of the door? They got your key. You say, I ain't gave nobody my key. Well, that's the micro C hip. You have camps like the IUIC they're teaching against it. Anytime we do a video on it, they teach against it. Now, when it actually comes, like I said in the past, a lot of those, well, all of them, they're not going to know what to do. They're going to scramble. I'm talking about his zombies. And then they're going to be stupid enough to ask him, what does this all mean, and do we take it? Now, I pray that he wake up. I prayed he say, you know what, man, GMS was correct. I prayed he say, oh shit, GMS was right. And then admit it, swallow his pride and say, you know what, GMS was right all the time. The true men of the Lord are from GMS. That's the exclusive camp of the Most High. I don't believe he says that unless the Most High change him, unless he repent. But we'll see what's going to happen. But I'm going to say one thing. If he says, nah, go ahead and take it. They'll line up and they'll put their purple on, and they'll say, Most High and Christ bless, and they'll line their ass up and go take it. And then if that happens, I'm going to laugh at you niggas. And it's getting real out here. It's getting real out here. And we know that these camps, a lot of these, we can't prove it, but we know that there's certain camps that definitely sold out. Oh, and I'm going to just say this too. Let me come back here. Let me go back to GOCC. That's nothing but a church organization. I'm going to show you something. Okay, they say it's the Sabbath. Today is not the Sabbath. Okay, this is what this guy is having. I'm going to leave it on mute. This is white and gold gala event with dinner, musical concert, and entertainment. And we're going to look up the word entertainment. We're going to see what the meaning of the word entertainment is. People that tell jokes and play music and TV shows and the fights. Wait, it's GOCC Royalty Summit. I guess they stole that from Bishop Nate. You should get on him. Got all the graphics. Look at this. Look at this. Dancing and singing. Yes, abortion. Now look at this. This is that jovial type spirit. They're wearing suit. This guy's not even... He got the Liberace suit on. This guy's got crazy long dreads. This guy's got a crown on his head. A clown on his head. They're all wearing white. This is entertainment, man. This is to keep these people happy. Keep them entertained. Look at this. This guy's wearing a derby. He got the suit on. This guy's singing. This is why when I put in MOTB, came up 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Last one was like 2 years ago. He ain't teaching no, going to no recent videos on the MOTB because I believe he was paid off not to teach it. Look at this. This is that church musical spirit. And homeboy got the sax. He got this is a church. This is a church right here. But oh, by the way, and they're worse than the IUIC. They're far worse than the IUIC. I give IUIC credit for not teaching that Edomites can make it. They teach that any nation can make it. And they got Edomites and other nations in their congregation. These are pretty much Yah Israelites. Look at that. Look at that. Wait a minute. See, the thing about it, nigga, if you put a nice suit on, they'll believe every word that you say. You got the turban on. Oh, this guy's a cult leader. It's a 2-day event. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's going against the law. Motherfuckers with cowboy hats on. Oh, at one time, the GOCC used to go out on the highways and the byways. They do not go out on the highways and the byways anymore. You don't see none of them camps out there. I guess that's a store where you can buy stuff. Blessed by the best. His name is Ahia. So he's pushing out this false name. Well, how do you know the Most High might be dealing with him? Oh, really? What's the Most High's name? Yahweh. So why he's calling on Ahia? This is that church spirit. Look at that. You got the choir. And these guys that have this whole the audience of people to play, they got PR firms that set you up. I believe, and I'm almost positive, Bishop Nate hired a PR firm. Same thing with Tazadakia. Tazadakia, all the same garments. They were able to rent out these big auditoriums. They hire PR firms. Hey, a guy becomes a president. He runs for president. You don't know him 1 year, then 2 years. Everybody knows this guy. Remember, Barack Obama in 2004. Who the hell is Barack Obama? 2005, 2006. He was everywhere. That was the man. That was the man. And then 2008, he became president. But I said 2004, nobody knew this guy. Look at that. Let me bring that back. I'm sorry. This is like a family-friendly type of Israelite group. There it goes. See? Look at this. Look at this. Scriptures say fair words and fine speeches deceive the heart of the simple. They believe anything that this guy says. Well, the proof is this: the flee doctrine. We told people to flee. A lot of them fled and got caught out there, man. Look at this. Oh, he rocking the purple. Oh, that's a man of God. And like I said, this extravagant hookup that they got is set up by public relation firms. You want to make yourself look good, you hire a public relation firm and they'll charge you, we'll charge you X amount of money, and don't worry, when we get finished with you, they're gonna be eating out of your hand. This guy's got no beard. Now I don't know, maybe he's suffering from alopecia, I don't know. He doesn't have a beard. I don't know if it it just grows here. Look at that. They're wearing all white. I mean, the Lord is really dealing with these people. And so it's a summit. Like this guy, Bishop Nate, got a men's conference summit and all that. Look at this. This is very worldly. We're very worldly, man. It's like a merger of the truth with the world. Like this guy. He got his, and that's the new thing. They say, what is this the Lord saying in Leviticus 19:27? Got the long ass dreads, which is I mean, do they follow the New Testament? Looks like he got dreads. I could be wrong. He's lined up. He looks like he's lined up and cut to the side. He looks like he's cut to the side. He's lined up. Most High's not dealing with these people. And now a lot of you agree, nah, the Most High ain't dealing with. But you'll say the Most High is dealing with the IUIC. And this is tonight, right? It says scheduled 6 waiting schedule for June. It's June 8, 2024. I guess later this evening. Now, so I took the word entertained. Let me do this. For entertainment. Entertainment. Meaning. Okay, the action of providing or being provided with amusement or enjoyment. The action of providing or being provided with amusement or enjoyment. Everyone just sits in front of the TV for entertainment. Let me see. Similar amusement, pleasure, leisure, relaxation, fun, and enjoyment, interest. One of the words would be distraction. Occupation, refreshment. Oh, refreshment comes from the word kainos in the Greek, which is fresh or refresh. When you drink a soft drink, it's to refresh you, right? Does it mean your body parts, you have new body parts? No. It just makes your body feel new. Restoration. When you go to a restaurant, it's from the word restoration, which when you're famished, you see a restaurant, you're far away from your home, you sit down and eat, and you're renewed. Hey, the scripture said we are renewed day by day. So that means, do we look like a different person? Distraction. Entertainment is distraction. It's to distract you. When there's something going on behind the scenes in government, they'll bring out P. Diddy did this and P. Diddy did that. And Will Smith shot Jada Pinkett. You won't watch that. You ain't watching what's going on behind the scenes. And you people in America, you people in America, you're in a deep sleep. You're in a deep sleep. So what was that? Isaiah 25:7. It says distraction. Diversion, which is distraction, to make you look the other way while something else is going on behind your back. And this goes back to the pagan Roman Empire, which was called, bread and circuses, meaning have a lot of games, gladiatorial games, and the Caesar would give out free bread and free wine. Okay? I can look it up. And the people would get all distracted from what the Caesar doing behind the scenes. That's when the economy was falling. So you had to keep the people happy. Play. It said, then they rose up to play. Jollies. Beer and Skittles. Sports. Right. Sports is nothing but a distraction. Show, performance, presentation, production, staging, spectacles, extravaganza. Hey, American Idol, all these reality shows, all these different TV sitcoms, they're all distraction to keep, that's bread and circuses. This guy ain't saying nothing of importance. He don't even get on Esau because he allows Esau to come in. This is like a church. If you didn't know no better, you would think this is like a Baptist church. You know, first of all, it says white and gold gala event with dinner, musical, concert, and entertainment. And you know you got to pay to get in there. You got to pay something to get up in there. That's how he makes his money. They turned this thing into a hustle. Let me open this up. Well, wait a minute. It's nothing but... Wait a minute. This is nothing but singing and dancing. Sabbath lesson. It's nothing but singing. This is a church. They're clapping like the church people. This is a straight up church. Hold up. This is 26 minutes. This is church. This is straight up church right here. Tell me this is not church. Regular clothes, no garments. Where's the fringes at? Let me see something.
What they deserve. All right. So we're going to need all the energy. We came to praise. Today is a Sabbath day. The joy of the Lord is...
Why is a woman leading? What's going on here? They don't even wear fringes. Where's the fringes at? Got to do with a bald head. This is a church. And you got women leading this thing, man. This ain't nothing but a fucking church. Well, Tahar, you just jealous of them guys, where they got this shit together. This ain't nothing but fucking church. Look, you got this guy. You got the long hair. They're going against what the Apostle Paul said in 1 Corinthians chapter 11. You got this woman showing her kneecaps. You know goddamn well there's a lot of adultery going on in this here church. Anyway, with that I'm going to say shalom.